You've obviously been waiting for top tech stories this week, and here it is. And with me today is a good friend of Techvangelists, Balaji. Balaji, you're welcome.
Hey Jerry, first of all I would like to thank Jerry, Jim Love and the Techvangelist community for giving me this opportunity to be a part of their show today. They've come out with great, very recent, very future-proof stories in technology, so I'm really happy to be their show.
Alright, thank you very much Bala. Later this year, Apple will reduce the cost of its phones just to compete in the market with brands like Huawei and Samsung. Balaji, how do you see this?
I believe it's a great initiative for the company.
Okay.
Say they can also be in the low-cost segment smartphone brands,
Yeah.
I mean in that range.
Yeah.
But I personally believe that Apple have set an identity to the market,
Standard.
that they are like the Rolls-Royce of the smartphone
Good,
segment.
Good.
So once they try to come down to lower segment levels,
Yeah.
then they may tend to
lose
lose
the
their brand
identity.
value and their identity.
Exactly.
So I believe that step may influence the brand in a negative way as well.
Okay, so what Apple is trying to do here is to keep the profits going, because recently there's been drop in sales and drop in market shares for Apple. They're trying to reduce the price so that they can compete with likes of Huawei and Samsung.
Hey Jerry, I recently read a news from Amazon that Amazon is going to use hand scanning technology as a payment method in their physical stores. What's your opinion about this technology for their company's future?
Well, I believe this is a brilliant one from Amazon. The technology is very simple. It uses computer vision as well as size geometry.
Right.
So this is how it works. You scan your hand, and that takes into account the bone size and the bone width,
Okay.
and thereby uses it to detect who the person is. But then I think I have some reservations to this concerning security, because these things are unique to individuals, right? Just like the way fingerprint is. And any breach in the database where this kind of data is stored will leave the individuals exposed. So while I don't see so much negativity in this, I also want Amazon to consider this as a topmost priority.
I get it. That's a very, very valuable point to note, as security is a major concern. I mean, when it comes to payment and personal data. So if Amazon would be able to come out with a very good security measure and very tight security concerns for this technology, then I believe this technology is leading us into the future. Yeah, and it's a step ahead for the future. So, thanks, Jerry.
USB 4 is ready. It's smaller, it's faster, and it's coming to devices next year. You probably are familiar with USB 3.0 to 3.2, which offered 5 to 10 gig per second. But next year, USB 4 is coming to our devices. Developed by Intel and will be used by a couple of groups like Apple, Samsung, Huawei, and the likes. Google is fined $170 million for violating children's rights on YouTube. Although they said that they don't have viewers less than 13 on their platform, but it's been found that they've been selling this data to companies who are advertising on YouTube. That concludes Top Tech Stories this week. From me, Jim, and Balaji, our special guest for today, we say thank you. Bye.